The more you're on Twitch, the more you are rich.
Either be on Twitch.
You get to see us, and we are the bitch.
If you're on Twitch, you're either a snitch or a bitch, and you don't want to be a snitch because snitches get stitches.
All right. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We've got an awesome show for you here today on episode number 47. So let's get into it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
We are
the Funky Panther!
Evening, boys. How we doing?
Oh, hey.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, we're over here drinking wine, which is
Wine. Wine. How do you say wine all fancy?
wine.
Vino.
Wine.
Vino, my friend.
Wine.
Vino.
Is that how the Italians say it?
Oh, I mean, I guess so.
How do the French say it?
Vino.
Wine.
It might be the same. It's probably not. Yeah. So we mentioned it on the last episode. I was like, "Hey, we're gonna drink wine on an episode."
I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
So, man, last week I was exhausted. I don't know why. I was so tired.
Last week was 420, right? That was our 420 episode.
Yeah,
That was our 420 episode.
I
But
went
I
too
don't
tired,
know.
though.
I don't think I got a whole lot of sleep the night before or something. It was just a long episode for me.
I think I ate a whole pizza. Did I eat a whole pizza?
You ate most of a whole
I
pizza.
had a piece of your pizza.
Yeah.
And
That was-
yeah. But you had a salad.
I did.
At least it was healthy.
It was drenched in ranch, though.
Yeah, you had 2 packets of ranch.
You're like, got a little bit of salad in your ranch, buddy?
If you were trying to be healthy, you just negated that whole thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, but there was no carbs in it.
Use your words.
There's no carbs.
Isn't there carbs in ranch?
No.
What was
Oh,
ranch
yeah, maybe
mostly?
not.
It's
But like all the pizza, like the whole,
Well, you know,
kind of negate the no carb deal.
don't you kink shame me. Don't you dare kink shame me.
So yeah, brought some wine. I've been getting the shipment 3 times a year from this winery. Y'all are familiar with Eric Wareheim, right?
yes, very much so.
He was on the Tim and Eric. He was one of the creators of Tim and Eric. He's Eric from Tim and Eric, and then he was also on was it Master of None with Aziz Ansari. He's the tall, goofy white dude that's always into like pasta and wine and stuff. Well, that's him in real life, really. Like
He's really into just pasta and wine.
He loves pasta and pizza and food. But I mean, he's a comedian, an actor. But he and another guy created this winery up in Northern California called Las Jarras, and like everything from this place so far has been absolutely amazing. And we do shipments because you can't find it in Texas, so you have to be a part of like the club deal or whatever. And it was really, really neat. Not too long ago, we got to have a Zoom call with Eric, Tab, and I, and like 20 other people that are part of this club, and we got to like chat with them. It was pretty fun.
Did he so he actually talked to you?
I mean, he was talking about the wines.
Oh.
We got to ask questions and stuff. So yeah, I guess.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he got to talk to me.
Did you tell him you had free real estate for him?
No.
Just his, only his. I got the keys right here. Free real estate.
No.
No.
What?
What?
What the hell are you talking
Nothing.
about?
No, never mind.
Okay, cool. Is this from like a show or something?
It's from Tim and Eric.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that one. Sorry, buddy. No, but he sabered, like he had a bottle of champagne and he's like, I'm going to show y'all how to saber this. And he like grabs a sword out of nowhere and he just like pops that thing open.
I mean,
and then just chugs it. I was like,
would
this
you
guy's
expect
nuts.
anything different?
Not really.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what you expect from that
I
dude.
mean, it's not a shambong, but it's a
Like, where
sham
did
chug.
just pulled a saber out of nowhere?
Yeah, I mean, like he's in this beautiful patio with like hills and rolling hills and trees and stuff behind him. Who knows? He's rich. He can do whatever he wants.
Did he waste the champy? Did he waste it?
No, I mean,
chugging
some of
it?
it pours out
Yeah.
whenever you saber it. So some came out, but then he like was just drinking it from the bottle because he's like that.
I want to do one of those shambongs.
Oh yeah,
I want to do one.
yeah.
I think fuck.
Robin.
Cool.
Robin said that she'd give us shambongs whenever she saw us. So
You know, they haven't been doing them. Have you realized that they haven't been doing the shambongs?
No, they did. So not the last episode, but
they couldn't do it. No, because they
maybe not.
because they had the one where they're at the library Amplify 817.
Yeah.
And last week,
I don't think they've done it.
didn't do
they
it
had
last
this
week.
No.
honestly.
What? Are they okay?
So we're talking about another podcast local to Fort Worth called Quirks in Cowtown. And it's Barton and Robin, and they generally do a shambong at the beginning of every episode. And I don't think we're calling you out. We're calling your asses out right now because we have not heard the shambong go off in a few episodes. Could be wrong.
I mean,
hopefully,
hopefully it's for a good reason. You know, I mean,
yeah,
it was okay.
well, here we are.
We
with
might
our
need to
fancy wines.
We might need to check
showing
on
them up.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I wouldn't say showing up. There's ticks in my wine.
It's natural wine, so it's not filtered. There's gonna be some stuff in there, but it's delicious.
It's got some floaties.
This is a Chenin Blanc. So what have y'all been up to?
I went back out to the Stockyards again.
Yeah, TFI, bro.
Yeah.
TFI.
Yeah, well, it was just a day date and it really wasn't like a full day. Jesse and I wanted to go back out there and hit up Railcar Coffee and Spirits again because we really just loved the coffee that we had there.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go to brunch, and I was going to go to that was it Biscuit whatever.
Yeah.
I want to say Biscuit Bitch.
Biscuit Bar.
Biscuit Bar. Biscuit Bitch is in Seattle.
Right.
Biscuit Bar is
I was gonna
here.
say, that's a good name, Biscuit Bitch.
And it's a
really
wonderful
cool place.
Yeah. But it was packed. But we got to walk down Mule Alley and take a look, and I was like, holy crap. I haven't been down Mule Alley until
It's pretty cool.
then. And the last time we were actually in the Stockyards where we were over that area, it wasn't even a thing.
Right.
So I was really impressed to see what has changed. And we went to Hunter Brothers or H3 and had brunch, which I had.
It's called Hunter Brothers?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was Hungry Brothers.
Hungry, yeah. Hunter Brothers.
I just thought it was H3.
It is H3, but it's a Hunter Brothers Ranch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that real? Or are you making that up?
No, I'm seriously. And actually, the hotel that's attached to it's the Hunter Brothers Stockyards Hotel or whatever.
Cool. Fancy.
I had the Huevos Ranchero, and it was so fucking good.
Huevos Ranchero?
It was so good. It was probably the best thing I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you say that every time
I
you
say it
go
a lot.
out.
Well,
Tim doesn't get out very often,
I don't.
so when he does, it's like
Okay.
this was the best thing I've ever had.
Not best
You
thing
said
that I've ever had.
about
but
Rihanna.
Let me rephrase that.
And you said that about the steak that you had,
B&B's.
B&B.
So good. That's the best thing I've ever had. Huevos Ranchero. It was probably the best Huevos Ranchero that I've ever had.
Oh, okay.
Let's phrase it that way.
I got some
really.
Huevos Rancheros for you, bud.
Yeah, no. I
Just
don't
the way
want that.
you said that.
They're the best. They're the
makes-
best in Fort Worth.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
Highly-
Has
doubt
some
it.
really good queso fresco here, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little
That's
too
a
much.
Texas size 10-4.
Now that's Texas.
No, that's disgusting is what that is.
Yeah. So it is very disgusting. But I did go down to the Stockyards.
Yeah.
We went to H3, ate. It was great. We ended up walking around actually down like the old, like the really touristy area away from
Right.
Mill Alley. Stopped in a couple of shops. They've got a really cool tea and spice shop in there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it reminds me of. Did you ever go to that? You didn't go to that tea place whenever you were in Seattle on Pikes Market, right?
No, the
Okay.
one you mentioned, no.
So it's just they've got a bunch of different random spices. I mean, they've got any type of spice that you're looking for, and then on top of that they have loose leaf tea in there, and they've got these little containers that you can lift up and smell to see which ones you like.
Yeah.
They got everything from green tea, black tea, oolong, and then the yerba mate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really want that caffeinated tea, go for the yerba mate.
Really?
Yeah.
Never even heard of that.
Dude, it's super strong, and it's like, I would say that's like the equivalent of Monster energy drink in tea form.
But that's an ingredient in Monster.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
Yerba mate?
Yeah, it's
Nailed it.
Yerba mate?
it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, it was
Wait, is it Yerba Mate tea or is it Yerba Mate tea?
it's not herba, it's yerba.
Yerba.
Yeah.
Yerba Mate.
Mate.
Yerba Mate tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's great though.
Cool.
You should get it and get all jacked up on caffeine.
I'm trying to think of a joke like to put yerba and your bitch ass is lying about that tea, friendo, or something, but I can't put my. I don't know. I'm tired.
I'm gonna put my
it was
yerba in your
stupid.
mate.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
That was better. That's
Yeah,
way better.
That's
Yeah.
way better.
Do they have like an Egyptian type of tea, like Egyptian teas and Turkish teas?
I didn't.
Turkish teas?
No, I didn't see like any Turkish
In the
tea.
Stockyards?
No,
Come on.
I mean, I don't
but
know.
they had oolong.
Come on.
So,
they had oolong and yerba mate.
True.
but no, I didn't see anything Turkish or Egyptian. Sorry.
Did you have tea over there? You had tea over there, right?
Turkish coffees. So they're
Those
like
are really
a
good.
small espresso with them. It's almost like a chai tea type situation. But
Did
with
they?
like an espresso.
Did they heat it up in the sand? Have you seen that?
I've seen that. It's pretty cool.
When we were out in the desert, the guy was doing some of that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've seen like some of the stalls where you can get the coffee and they have like this whole like sand thing that's like heated. They sit in there and it like foams up and they take it off. And it's like this whole process. I would like to experience that.
Cool. The only thing with Turkish tea is it was like, you really have to let it set for a moment because it's so thick. And like all of the, it's like you're chewing it when you're drinking it. It's like you're chewing it. You got to let it sit. Some of that stuff fall to the bottom, and then it's not too bad. But it's harsh. It'll knock you on your butt for sure, or the opposite of that because you're all hyped up.
Get you all stimulated.
Yeah,
feeling all good.
Yeah, feeling
ready
all good.
ready to jump on your day.
Ready to jump on my day.
So how was your weekend, Chad?
It was great. Let's see, what all did I do? I went to Wishbone in Flint last week. Shout out to JD De La Fuente.
So that's twice now.
Yeah, I've been twice, but this time was for lunch. We met to get burgers and chat. Hadn't seen him in a while, so shout out to JD. Really great realtor. I know that we've shouted out Guillermo as well before, but JD, another great realtor here in the DFW area. So had lunch with him, and then let's see, what else did I do this weekend that was kind of local? We went to Maple Branch. The three of us met briefly.
Friday,
we met Jared Johannesson up at Maple Branch.
Yeah, he's watching us from Kansas right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, on
He's
Twitch.
on?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. He's usually asleep because he's got to work. But hey, what's up?
He's
Jared?
on vacay. He's in Kansas, right?
He's on that disc golf mode.
Yeah. Still need to get him his shirt, but he got his hat. We still have hats available, by the way. We've been knocking out hats left and right. Shout out to everyone that's bought one. But yeah, hats, $20.
Shout out
Hit
to
us.
Printed Threads.
Yeah. Printed Threads did a phenomenal job with these hats. I mean, they really look really, really good with the embroidery, and it's all stitched in. It looks really nice. We still have both types, the trucker hat and the regular hat. $20. Hit us up, DM us in our social media, whatever, and we'll get it to you.
What was it, Jaden Seinfeld? $20 in my hand. I can't remember what the
Put
rest
that
of
shit in my hand.
Yeah.
$20,
If that
little
money-
man.
Yeah.
Put that shit in my hand.
If
Yeah,
that
something like
money
that.
doesn't show, then you owe me, oh.
Yeah.
That jungle love.
So Maple Branch, that was great. And also, by the way, we're gonna have the guys from Maple Branch up here in June now. So really excited about that because we're big fans of Maple Branch Brewing.
I thought you were going to work the soundboard, you fucker.
Yeah.
You said you'd hook my phone up, and you never did you?
Okay. We went to the Clear Fork Market there. It's like the Trailhead.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I hadn't been there in a while. Great stuff.
You were going there quite often whenever you lived right up
because
there.
I was 2 mile walk down the trail, and so it was real easy to go. Now we're a whole 10-minute drive, so it's way far, way farther. But no, we made it out there. Got some cool stuff. Got some some stuff from some of the farms. We got some jelly for the wine and cheese night this Saturday. We got what else did we get? Shit. I don't know. We got some cheeses and stuff for Saturday as well. We got some good stuff. So big fan of the Clear Fork Market. They generally have it open every Saturday from 8 to noon. Just a lot of local vendors, breads, cheeses, produce, DJs apparently. They did have a guy playing some acoustic and that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was fun. And then I went to my parents and we made sausage.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
I've never like gone through the whole meat processing.
If you're gonna do that, you gotta hold it up to the mic.
Yeah, and you don't have to do it every single time.
Yes,
Like,
I do.
we say something like spread them out a little bit. Okay, right. So Mike and I were at the lease, I don't know, like 2 or 3 months ago, and we got a couple of hogs, and so quartered them and
what kind
threw them
of
in the freezer.
hogs?
And so we use that meat to like grind and make hamburgers and sausages. We made chorizo, a breakfast sausage.
Did you find the seasoning, like what seasoning to put in it online or whatever?
Yeah, we were just finding some recipes.
Yeah.
And it was our first experience doing it. And so I'm sure that we're going to tweak the hell out of it and make it better and better. But it was fun. Never done it before. And my mom was like dead set on getting us empanadas from this place that she went to recently.
Yeah. Was it Del Campos?
It was Del Campos, yeah.
Shit.
And it's like up in like North Richland Hills area. And holy shit, they are delicious.
I've followed their page since they opened, and it looks fucking delicious.
Not only are the empanadas fantastic, they usually have like 6 or 7 base and then one that rotates every single day. They've got like a Monday through Saturday different one. They also have some desserts that they have like this dulce leche or something in them or whatever. Really delicious, really, really good. If you are up in that area, definitely worth trying them out. It's Del Campo empanadas.
Dessert empanadas are delicious.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite.
I like the dessert tamales too. You're not a fan of
I
that?
feel like most
No.
Mexicans don't like dessert tamales.
Really?
But I
do
love
like
them.
It's not really like okay. What's your definition of like dessert tamales?
The one I had it was like cinnamon and some other stuff like inside of it.
I'm not a fan of
It's
it.
like the leftover masa, right? You just throw in some pineapple and some cinnamon or something like
but
that.
it's not even really leftover. They make some because you want to have something after like Santa's done and you're all drinking coffee like at the end of the night.
Right.
Whenever you're about to like leave. But I mean, I've never really been to. Some of them are good. My grandma makes pretty good ones, but still, it doesn't mean I like them all the time.
I mean, okay, I guess like the empanada is probably more like a fried pie then.
It is. Yeah, it's basically what it is. Yeah. It is.
What about you, Javier? What were you up to this past week?
Friday was with you clowns.
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's good show. Jolly good show. Saturday, what did I do? I worked. I went over to Cowtown Brewing over there near downtown Fort Worth with DJ and Steph and Nick and.
Did you get into their barbecue while you were there? Or did you
I didn't.
drink?
No, I don't think I've ever had their barbecue before.
It's actually really good.
But we had a good old time over there and ran over to Top Golf, which, by the way, worst service ever.
Really?
It was really bad. They had been waiting for like 3 hours, and it was just like they had so many. Well, first of all, I forgot what it was after 3 hours, but we went over there. They didn't have the lane ready. They wouldn't let all of us in because there was 8 of us, and they're like six per stall. And when the stall next to us had like 10. And they're like, well, you have to have your masks on. Well, the people next to us didn't have masks. And we're like, we're all vaccinated. And, they're like, oh, well, we don't care. It's CDC guideline. And we're like, well, tell it to them over there. But horrible. Horrible time.
Okay, so I'm just going to, and I'm not saying this is like what was going on, but did you listen to the last Corks in Cowtown?
Yes.
So Barton was talking about a spot over in Dallas that he went to and they got kind of turned away because of shoes kind of deal.
Same thing like with varsity. And
Same thing with varsity. Yeah, varsity's actually got a lawsuit.
Federal lawsuit.
Federal
I think Barton said that, right?
Yeah, Barton said that federal lawsuit against varsity, which I knew that was coming.
Good.
Do you think that happened to you? Were you discriminated upon? Because
we were all Mexican, and
I'm not trying to ruin Topgolf, but
look, I don't want to say yes because it's not fair to the red shirt over there because they're the supervisors are red shirts.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't like the way that they kind of did it. Like, okay, well, there's 8 of y'all, only 6 can be here, and the rest can go like to the waiting area, where you can go drink.
Yeah.
And when there's someone next to us, and they're like, well, no, that's an event, and we're like, what does it matter? Like if it's an event or not?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too.
Like, I mean, that's stupid.
So maybe it wasn't so much that, but maybe the rules are kind of. So my job's going to. We have a like morale, welfare, and recreation. MWR is what we call that, and we're going to be renting out Topgolf for an event. Mm-hmm. And so I can't remember how many people can go. I think it's like 30 people. We're renting like a big area. So I'm just curious if they can do that and you can have all these people crowded in there. Why can't you have 8 people in your bay? Is it always that? Can you?
No. I mean, like I've gone for Anthony's birthday and we've had like 20, 30 people over there. And it's fine. But again, it was before COVID.
Right.
But, Texas, we don't have to have masks. The mandates don't have to go on anymore.
It's per business. Though.
True.
We've already talked about that.
But you see the spot next to you with more people, and that
sucks. Your biggest mistake was honestly that you didn't invite me. We would have had no problem.
That actually probably
if
is
you invited
true.
me.
You were busy or something. I
wasn't. So
100%. If you invite Chad and myself, like
just
you're
me.
golden.
Well, Steph
he
wouldn't
won't
have.
go.
Steph wouldn't.
We both know.
Steph wouldn't have liked Chad over there. She's like, no, Chad went to Egypt. Tell him to go to Egypt. Tell Chad to go to Egypt.
DJ, is that true? DJ's on the chat, so he's gonna have to let us know.
No,
I don't believe you.
Well, because
calling your ass out.
No, but it could have been better. I was really drunk that night. But like, I mean,
Don't say that shit,
I mean,
bro.
I was all right. I mean, I Ubered home. It's okay. I did meet some cool people. There were some cool. I mean, there's like maybe 10 of them, and they liked anime like I do, and they have a group on Facebook called Combination.
Is there something on your little voice machine that says nerd? Because that would have been great.
Yeah.
Nerd. Sonic rings.
Yes, but it was just. It could have been better.
Yeah,
you tend to do that though. You go out and you meet people. Like you just start randomly talking to people once you get a few drinks in you.
I do. Yeah. I get along with new people that I meet. Not always. I mean, actually, I do all the time. Like with a DJ and Steph. Like I had met him once at their house for a Christmas party, and I met Steph, but I didn't meet DJ. And I met Steph's dad, and I had a good time with him. We had a cool time. We had a great night. And then we went to Disney, and then I met up with them, and I hadn't really still known them, but like I got along with them so fast. And me and DJ like hit it off like really easy.
Yeah.
It was like
some people can't do that.
Yeah, it's been going on. I mean, I'm enjoying it.
So
the Yardbirds apparently have some shambongs.
Really?
Yeah, he said he was going to bring it over
right now,
but we don't have any. We don't have any bubbly. So thank you, but maybe next week.
I can make some. I can make some champagne happen next week.
Hell yeah! All right.
So Chad,
yeah,
I'm looking at our notes here. So you had a lucky streak.
Yeah. So do you ever get in these times, like these periods in your life?
I'm going to tell you no. Like right off the bat, but go on.
Where you feel like you're just very unlucky, like nothing really is going your way, or like you try to, I don't know, not like a lottery type luck, but trying to think of situations.
Like no matter what you do, you walk into the house and something broke, or you go to bed and you get up the next morning and you realize your car battery's dead.
Every day of my life,
you're out of gas.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like over the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've just been on like this downward trend of just awful shit luck for whatever reason. And I just, I get in my head and I'm like, well, and like Andrew, my brother, has always had the best luck. Like we'll go to WinStar or whatever, and I'll lose $100. I'm like, all right, I'm done. And he's like, oh, really? I'm up $700. I'm like, you asshole. Like, wow. But it's like every single time. So I just feel like overall, I'm not a super lucky person, but like especially recently. Well, also, Javier and I have been into the card stuff recently.
Yeah. Right.
We haven't got any really good pools in the past month. We were getting some really good shit before, like, worth some good money. And then, recently, not so much. And then join a couple raffles, just random stuff, and I never win, right? Well, over the past week, I've been winning.
You go buy a lottery ticket.
Been winning.
Mega Millions, man.
So bought this pack of cards.
Let's get a real
Target.
studio.
Something that I would never buy, but I was just, I was just wanting to get something. Open it up and come to find out there's like a $300 card in there.
What kind of card was it?
Don't worry about it. It was.
Wait a second. Was this what you were telling about us earlier? Yeah. Oh, so it was Yu-Gi-Oh.
What a fucking nerd. Look at this guy.
Yeah, well, this nerd made $300.
Hey, we made $300, buddy.
Okay, then stop saying nerd. Fucking asshole. Yeah, so it's something I never would have bought. I think I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was like in high school, and never bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards before. But they had them on the shelf, and they didn't have anything else. And I was like, screw it. I just want to buy something to open it. And come to find out, like the very first pack I opened, it was like, boom.
Boom, there it is.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, that's nice. And then we haven't had a whole lot of luck on Fridays.
Well, the same thing happened to me too with the Pokemon cards. And the first pack I opened.
Nerd.
That was your one. You only get one.
Yeah, we're more into sports cards than we are Pokemon cards. Yeah. But if they have Pokemon, it's like fun to open, and some of them are worth some money.
So really, as long as you're making money, that's what matters.
Exactly. But I think sports are more fun than Pokemon. But like. We opened so much Pokemon cards trying to get this one thing, and he finally pulled it last week, something like that. So, yeah. So I don't know that, and then also went out with Soto and Paulina. Shout out to Soto and Paulina. Soto's 10-year with our company was pretty recently. All of ours are this year. We all started at the same time, which is really cool. But so we got to go out to eat for free on the company, and then we also had some beers or whatever. So we went over to City Works, and I don't know, for happy hour, they have this thing and it was like a mystery beer. If you're the first to get the mystery beer, then you get a $25 gift card. And I thought it was like, what was the place downtown?
Flying Saucer.
Flying Saucer. They used to have like 5 mystery beers.
And with the fire sales and all that stuff too. Yeah.
But they would have a mystery beer and you try to figure out what it is and whatever, but you order it as a mystery beer. Well, apparently at CityWorks, you don't order the mystery beer. The guy was explaining to me. He's like, no, if you choose the mystery beer out of our 75 taps, then we'll have the manager come out with like sparklers and you get a $25 gift card.
Did you get sparklers?
Bro, I got them sparklers. It took me 4 beers, but
you were 4 beers in. You're like, oh, what the fuck is going? You're like feeling it in your head.
Yeah, I think Paulina had like 3 beers and Soto had 2. I think we were like 9 beers in before we finally got that win. But we were trying pretty hard.
I've never been to CityWorks.
Huh?
We tried to go for Chase's birthday,
but they were.
But you had left.
They were going to leave regardless. But yeah, it was like a 30-minute wait, so we didn't go. It's not that bad, and honestly, the food this time was better than the time I'd gone before. Last time I was just not a fan, but they kind of redeemed themselves. Plus, I won a gift card, so that was nice.
Yeah.
So is that place just like a big sports bar?
It's a big sports bar with like 75 taps of different beers and ciders and wines and stuff like that. And then they've got a bunch of just bar foods like hamburgers and sandwiches and pretzel bites and that kind of thing. But it actually was not bad. I really enjoyed it, but it was also the company, you know what I mean? I haven't seen those two in a while, so it was enjoyable. But yeah, I feel like I've been on this luck streak. So I just want to keep that shit going. You know what I mean? You speak it into existence and it just keeps on keeping
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
So
I'm a lucky person. It's going to keep being
I hear that.
Lucky for me.
Like people speaking things into existence.
Yeah, bruv.
And I don't get it. Like
no, I think it's more like, doing a power pose. It's, you know how people, if you want to do a power pose.
What the fuck is a power pose?
It's women do this. Women, I mean, like, they.
What you just did is what you do in every picture. So is this what women do or is this what you do?
I mean, shut up, man. I hate you.
All right, you're like over there like looking like
E-Man
or
something.
something.
Yeah, that's his pose.
Only in pictures.
Well, yeah, that's when you're posing.
Okay, you're right.
But I want to know this whole speaking things into
Only
existence.
when I'm doing pictures.
It's my power pose. Leave me alone, Chad.
It's like Bike wearing sunglasses and he doesn't smile whenever he wears sunglasses.
Does he not?
Yeah, that's his whole thing. If he's wearing sunglasses, he ain't smiling.
Mike the Bike won't smile with sunglasses
That's
on.
weird.
I mean, yeah.
Michael, you're weird.
He knows.
He knows.
Know. Everyone knows.
No, my question is, so whenever I hear someone talking about like you speak things into existence, and I'm like, so if I say whatever, it's just gonna fucking pop up. Like, is that how this works? Like,
Give me a bigger cock.
No,
That's literally what Javier asks for all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
No, I just don't get it. Like, I feel like. I feel like there's more to this. Is it just having a positive attitude? Is that what it is?
It is.
Really?
Like you feel like it's almost like a karma
Empowered?
type situation.
You feel empowered when
It's like that carpe diem.
Yeah, like
What does carpe diem mean?
Seize something.
Seize the carp.
Seize carp.
Seize the
Yeah.
carp, like magic carp, like the
Seize
Pokemon.
the day. So it's like all about your energy and your positivity. And I think that you kind of wrap karma into that as like you do for others as you expect, and you just kind of like just hope for the best. You know what I mean? And if you think that bad shit's going to happen, and when bad shit happens, I think it's more of like it's like a realization, right? When good things happen and you're trying to do good things, you realize it. When bad things happen to you and you're like, man, I'm having a shitty day. Bad things keep happening to you because you're noticing the bad things. You know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense.
I guess, yeah.
So it's just more of like a realization and then just being aware. And
So
trying
flip
to
that
be-
mindset. Flip that mindset and start realizing the positive things and focus on the positive.
Yes.
And then you realize that maybe I'm having more positive things happening than I'm having negative.
It's called manifestation. It came from the noggin right here. My brain said it's called manifestation.
Are you Googling something over there?
No. And I sure as hell didn't read it off the text. Sorry, Jordan.
Jordan's like manifestation.
You son of a
with
bitch.
sparkles and everything. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that we have too many things to be grateful for us not to be happy, first off, but it's nice to kind of hit some luck and then also try to keep that going. So, yeah. That's all.
Good stuff, buddy.
Yeah.
So I saw that we have some messages.
We do. We've got 3 whole messages on the TFP hotline.
Holy shit.
By the way, I'm going to copyright that. The TFP hotline, right? Is that good?
I said that.
No, I said it.
No.
TFP hotline.
Is
Is that me? I think I said that.
No, I mean, whatever. You can have it.
Okay,
White people always do.
Got it,
No,
You always
Stop
take
that.
everything.
you gonna cue some of those up from the TFP hotline?
yeah, I've got the. Ooh, this is a
Copyrighted
long
by
one.
Chad.
Okay, I got this. Going. Okay, here we go.
See what these are about.
Hey, what's up, brothers? This is JoJo, man. Hey, quick question, or something I just, while hearing your episodes.
Joe, bro.
Okay, so you guys are, I would say, like rated R, if anything. I don't know how the whole. I mean,
Yeah,
I would agree,
It's a
yeah.
podcast.
We're explicit
But,
material.
I'm confused. If y'all can help me out with this. So I know y'all bullshit around and everything and all that, right? But
That we do.
I've noticed when Javier gets on and all that stuff, like y'all kind of, I would say like bleep him out and stuff like that.
You got to
But
catch the
at
live
same
show so you can
time,
see what he's saying.
You know, it's vulgar. So is this a family podcast? Is it family friendly, or is it for the grown-ups? Because I don't know. I really like the raunchiness of it and everything. I don't like the whole, hey, let's keep it PG-13 or rated R. Or whatever.
This is hardly PG-13.
I don't know.
my man.
I just need clarification on that.
Okay, so I think I can.
All right.
Oh,
Cool. All right, guys. Y'all fucking rock. I love you guys so
you
much. Keep fucking banging out them episodes.
Love that
Y'all
shit.
keeping me moist. That's for you, Javier. I love you guys again. Cheers, and hopefully see you guys soon. Later.
Lardy on, brother.
All right. Thanks,
Okay.
Joe, bro.
I mean, I can answer that. We are an explicit podcast.
yeah,
We are rated R and kind of fringe into the NC-17,
but we're not NC-17.
but we're not NC-17.
I got a really raging hard on. Rated R.
Well,
R.
all right. So
R.
before we step into that, we got
What? These nuts?
No, I think that you started off with that one, so we got to get into it.
You did.
I mean, is that how this is going to work? And then we're just going to
Yeah,
jump
that
back
one was
into-
supposed to be last, and you screwed it all up. So yeah.
Well, I didn't know.
So to answer your question, Joe, we are we're a little raunchy. I think that you and the rest of the people know that by now. Don't be listening to this out loud in front of coworkers
Or kids,
or
or your
children
kids.
or your grandmother. That's a big mistake on your part. However, some of the shit that Javier says is not okay. And if any of us were to go up for presidency one day, his mouth would ruin it for all of us. So there's just some things that are. What would a bleepometer? Our TFP bleepometer?
Yeah, I think
it's just gonna cut it out. You know
It's
what I
like
mean?
there are certain words I can say and certain words.
Before we get into it,
Yeah.
let me just drop this.
Okay.
And now for our newest segment. Is that f***ing okay?
Yeah. So, is that fucking okay? That's what we want to know. Like, we're gonna just say some things, and see what works, what doesn't, what gets bleeped out, and so. If you're watching us live, just know nothing's going to get bleeped out. But on the podcast, the bleepometer really catches it on the audio side. And so you won't hear it until later what actually gets bleeped out and what doesn't.
Yeah. If you're listening to us live, you probably should step away from, any kids, turn it down a little bit.
This is a PSA. Step away from the children, grandmothers, coworkers, anything of the such.
If you don't, it's not our fault.
Yeah, it's we did our due diligence.
you cannot sue us.
All right, so what are we going to do? Just kind of go around in a circle and just say whatever comes to mind, what works, what doesn't?
Yeah, I think that might be okay.
Okay, Javier, you want to start us off?
Why me?
Because you're the worst.
I'll start really, really simple.
Okay.
Douche canoe.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, would I bleep that out? Probably not.
No.
I probably wouldn't bleep that
I mean,
out.
like you
It's
can,
not up to you. It's up to the bleepometer.
Yeah.
The bleep of me. I'll run it through the algorithm. We'll see what it does. But I don't think it will.
algorithm.
The algorithm. All right.
Let me just pull this up. I got a list of him
Oh,
here.
okay. You got a list.
me in the ass with no Vaseline.
That was really.
What did you yell and point? Who are you pointing to? Who's over
That
there?
kind of fucking scared me.
Yeah, why are you yelling?
I will tell you that the bleepometer is going to knock a lot of that out.
Okay. I just a simple shit is what I've got.
Shit.
Yeah. What do you got, Javier?
There we go.
A guzzling cocksucker.
Yeah, some of that will probably get bleeped. I would assume some of that is going to get bleeped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about roast beef?
That's fucking gross.
Okay.
But if
Hey, don't body shame.
I'm not.
Don't body shame.
Don't body
Okay,
shame. What the fuck are you doing body shaming?
Why are you body shaming?
It's fucked up, man.
I just roast curtains.
So there's one that is no longer. I mean, you wouldn't consider it a bad thing now, but back in the day, Frizzlin' Dad.
Oh man, you're getting your ass whooped if you say that around your pa.
Do not say Frizzlin' Dad around some people, around the wrong people. You know what I mean? What else you got, Javier?
Oh, yeah. So
Just fucking get right there. Just fucking all the way to the end.
That one's definitely.
But here's the thing, though: the
Yeah.
British use on a regular basis. Like the British, use it a dirty little.
We're not British.
No?
though. No.
I mean,
all right,
we should adopt that word.
Okay. All right.
There's a lot of meanings, like there and there. It's like two different meanings.
you fucking bag.
I like how Tim gets in like he's
His
about
voice is like
like he's about to be in a play and that's his line.
You gotta say it. Like if you're gonna okay, here's the thing. If you're gonna say words that are potentially gonna be bleeped out,
Yeah.
you need to say it with some fortitude.
Okay.
So you
So,
gotta mean it.
Cock.
Yes.
Was that good?
Was definitely getting bleeped out. I don't know why it wouldn't.
All right.
I can't think of one. Dick, baby, dick, baby, dick, thing, fucking. Fuck, I don't know. I'm just fucking saying
Man.
words now.
Okay.
You're just stringing words together.
Fucking, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
No.
So
sorry.
let me ask you.
Sorry, boys.
How do you feel about this? How do you feel about the word schlong?
I'm okay with.
What if I say schlong?
Okay, I think that's where you probably bleep. Yeah, that's the bad one.
Gotcha. Definitely bleeping out schlong. Got it.
What about Barbara Streisand?
Oh man, that is an insult.
Huh?
To some.
Yeah.
I don't feel too bad about it though.
Okay. We'll see how it plays out.
All right.
What else you got, Javier?
You infested fuck.
Ooh, crab infested probably be okay.
Yes.
But then you said the fuck.
Yeah.
I just said it too.
Jordan, it just sounds like y'all have Tourette's.
Just a wee bit.
How do you feel about bucket?
Bucket?
Yeah.
I'm okay with bucket.
All right. If I had spunk to that.
I don't.
It.
I don't love it. I don't know if it'll get bleeped.
Chota bags.
Okay.
50-yard punch.
God, wow, he even used the C word.
Wow.
Bang box.
Okay. I think you're done. You did like 4 in a row.
Okay.
Let's see if I can just do one long one
All right.
for the Funky Panther. Huh?
You said fucky Panther?
Hey, yo.
That's
This
not
is the-
going to get bleeped out.
I know, but what about. Man. I'm trying to think of how to string this along. Fuck nugget with a loose ass butthole. Franken fuck shit fuck. That's all I can think of. That's it. That's it. I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Javier, you got one more.
Last one. Make it count.
Man, I don't know. You are a jizz dicked punting piece of shit.
Okay. So I'm going to give you the top 10. These are voted in offensiveness. These are from. I'll give you the top 10. I'm going to string them together.
Just say it.
We're going to be canceled after this.
You hot pocket having, loving, skull f***ing dumpster of a cunt. Pass around blumpkin, Cleveland rusty own giving cock jiggling thunder cunt.
Okay,
Fuck, that's a long.
We got to move on.
We're
to the
done
next
with this
thing. This
fucking
is awful.
subject.
That was awful.
What the fuck is
What
wrong,
is wrong
with
with you?
Kids are listening to
You were
this.
disgusting.
My nephew's listening to this.
Why
He's
would
3
you
years
do
old.
that? We were having a good time.
You had just had to fucking ruin it.
I just gave you the top 10.
Oh my god.
At once, You did it at one time.
I told you I was going to string it
broken it
together.
up.
You're going to string it together.
You're a fool.
Jesus Christ.
You're just a bad person. I'm like, I don't know. He's a bad person, right?
He is, absolutely.
Hey, the reviews are in already.
You, sir, are worse than Hitler.
I don't care for this segment.
Was that Jesse?
No. But I'll give you a guess who that was, and it has to do with Chad.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine most people
Look,
won't like that.
I'll tell you, we gave a.
You know what? Joe will like it, and he's the one that called in. So if you want to hear something, maybe you should call in. That's the deal. Joe called in, and we gave it our all. We gave him a
We
whole
did,
segment.
absolutely. He had a segment, and he deserved it.
He did. Thanks, Joe, for calling
You're
us.
amazing.
And if you want to call us, 817-677-0408. Leave us a message, some feedback, a joke, questions, whatever it may be. Call us up. We still have a couple more messages.
I'm curious.
Right?
I'm curious who this is from.
If you want to talk about your favorite position, let us know.
No.
No?
No.
Hey, Chad, I just tried to call you and you didn't fucking answer, so I'm going to try the Funky Panther because they actually answer. I need a little bit of advice about some stuff that y'all would know about. I'm in town for a couple days.
Go to the next one. He left another message, I think. We actually hung out with him after this. You don't have to play that one.
Hey, guys.
There we go.
Long time
This is
listener, second time caller.
Okay.
I had a question for you. Did y'all know that pigeons die after having sex?
I've never heard that.
Pause for discussion.
Okay.
What?
He's
Well,
giving
the
us
one I
show
fucked
notes.
did.
What did he say?
He said, "Well, the one that
Great show.
I
Love
fucked
you guys.
did."
Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
Oh man, I love the fact that he gave us show notes. So pause for discussion.
Okay. Well, that was an awful joke.
And okay, just judging by how all these have gone so far, I can only imagine what this last one's going to be like.
Okay.
So let's.
Oh, there's one more?
I think
I
so.
was watching RoboCop the other day.
Oh,
I was
this is
there's
Andrew.
something missing, and you guessed it. It's Hanson, the band. The bop.
That's
Don't
missing from
stop till you
RoboCop.
drop,
Okay.
Boom bop, and unfortunately they did stop, and they did drop out of our lives. But there's a solution. What I want to do is try to make a RoboCop and Hanson crossover.
I don't know how it's going to work.
I know. Hear me out. You may be thinking,
it's a bad idea.
what
you
do
told-
these two things
all right.
have to do with each other? And think about it. Like, there was 3 RoboCop movies,
Okay,
and they made 3 Hansons. So,
Well, that didn't make any sense.
that's true.
see a
There's 3
pattern.
Hanson brothers.
Not to mention
3
the
Hansons.
fact that both RoboCop 1 and the song Bop both came out in the year 2003.
That is
So,
not
I mean,
true at all.
It's a no-brainer.
No. Hanson was in
And
middle
what we'll
school.
do is
Neither of that
have
was accurate.
Hanson, the band and the movie, just be like, oh man, we really like to entertain people, but oh man, we just get really tired. And then that's when RoboCop shows up, and he's like, hey, all you have to do is become a cyborg like me. And then
Is this still the voicemail?
Yeah.
How much longer?
Entertain people.
Oh,
all the time. They're
I
like,
think
"Oh,
we've
man,
got
that's
maybe
awesome."
like 20 seconds
And
left.
like then we can get like
Jesus.
and we can get like a new song for the montage of RoboCop teaching Hanson how to be cyborgs, and it'll go like cop, RoboCop, cop, dooey dap dap.
I mean, I don't hate the theme song.
something like that.
It's catchy.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
It's not.
No, it's
an awful idea.
cop?
I just want to.
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Cop. RoboCop.
You got to be really careful and enunciate on the P.
Cock.
Yeah.
Cock. Dap dap do cock.
All right.
Dap dap do.
So I know I gave out that number, but if you're going to call and give us this shit, like, just stop. All right. We don't need that in our lives.
We had that last week with drunk babies and
Yeah, I
And
guess that was
me.
it.
Was
Oh,
that
yeah,
me?
you. Drunk babies and drunk Javiers. No, thank you all for calling.
yeah.
It gave us 15 minutes of BS. So
15 minutes that we're never gonna get
absolutely
back.
Appreciate you. Where are you going, Tim? You going to go to the restroom?
Yeah, I drank so much water today.
In the middle?
Oh, look at me. You know what? That deserves the kids. Hold
Great
on.
job, man.
Where are they at? Where are the kids at?
Last week we talked about how Tim has been having some, what was it? was it blood pressure issues?
Yeah, he passed out and like wet himself. He passed out like he kind of slumped over a chair, ass up, and
I don't know why his ass was out.
And his coworkers were left him there. They're like, look at this fucking guy. He's like ass up, but they knew what was wrong with him. They chose not to do anything because
they took pictures. They
took pictures and they put they put pickles and like balloons. Like
just random things in there.
Yeah, like they just like spread them out and kind of swam in there, like a fish.
So Tim has cut back on the sodas and has been drinking more water.
Good on our buddy. Good on him.
I guess, except for the fact now he just ditches us mid episode, but it's okay. We don't need that asshole.
No, fuck that guy.
Even though straight up.
Yep.
Did you see that they were making? I guess it's been all over the place now. The 12 Mighty Orphans movie.
Yeah, I saw that. They said they were going to start recording over here in Fort Worth.
Our boys, I'm back.
A year ago. Boo!
Javier explained why you had to go to the bathroom, so I don't know if you heard, but there's a whole thing. It's already been recorded.
It has. It's already been made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harvey Keitel was here, I guess.
Yeah. So you said they filmed in Fort Worth or about to start filming?
No, they filmed.
They've already filmed.
They've already filmed. No, I was saying like a year ago they said they were going to make the movie here.
Oh, I thought you said they were filming. I was like, well, it comes out next month. So
you know where that orphanage was or is?
ACH.
Well, ACH, but it was also part of the
Masonic
lodge.
Oh, really?
And so the actual place is it's over by Renaissance Square, which is off of like Barry and 287. So the old school's there and everything.
Yeah,
there's a Walmart there now.
It's ACH now.
That is not.
That's where
that might be part of ACH or whatever now, but it was Masonic. It was a Masonic lodge and school for kids or whatever.
Well, I'm going to have to fact check you on that one because I thought that where the original, maybe not where are you saying where they recorded or where the original school was?
Where the original school was.
Oh, okay.
I don't know exactly where they recorded at.
I don't either. Now I got to research. I could have swore that it was like back in the day, it was, that orphanage or whatever. And now it's where ACH currently is. That's what I had read.
Well, all I know is Luke Wilson was here.
Yeah.
Recording.
Yeah.
But really cool.
Really cool. And it's also cool that Texas, it's a Fort Worth movie. And I think the movie, let me look up what the movie is about so I can give you a quick description. But it's basically about these kids in an orphanage playing football. Let me see. During the Great Depression, Rusty Russell gives up a privileged position to coach football at an orphanage in Fort Worth, Texas, whipping his young players into shape. They soon become an inspiration to their city, state, and the entire nation. But it opens in Texas like a week or two before it opens for the rest of the nation, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out to Mr. Wilson and see if he will go ahead and give us some passes and maybe we can go see it early.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Nice.
Yeah, we know Luke, you're watching.
Luke and Owen both are longtime listeners.
No, you know what? I'm not talking to Owen right now. I'm not talking to Owen. I asked him to send me a early trailer for the new Loki show, but he never did. I'm still kind of upset with that. So Owen, if you're listening,
Wilson's on Loki.
Owen's on. No, yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that. Owen, when you listen and you call me and don't try to call me, you know why I'm not going to answer.
So the Masonic Lodge.
Also, Leon Bridges never got back with us, dude. We gave you the phone number. We're gonna be up at Bonnaroo, so still, hit us up.
He's got plenty of time. That's in September.
Yeah,
I would like to get our plans straight. You know me. I
we
want
got
to get
plenty
that
of
lined up.
I mean, it's
I
going
want
to
to know what we're getting ourselves into.
So the Masonic Home and School of Texas was a home for widows and orphans in Fort Worth, Texas, from 1889 to 2005.
Okay, and then
it dissolved itself in 2005. The school merged with Fort Worth ISD. I don't know anything about the ACH aspect of it, but Mighty Mites is what they're called. So if you go over to the Walmart that's at Renaissance Park over off of 287 in Barry, there's a street actually right there behind the Walmart. It's called Mighty Mite Way.
Really?
Yeah.
I usually go buy shoes over there. So
if you wanted to know about the architectural style of the buildings, it's late Gothic revival.
I don't think anyone's
there
asking.
You go.
About that.
Everyone loved the live stream.
Dude, I don't blame them.
Everyone loved the YouTube live stream.
I don't blame them.
I'm kidding.
No, we got quite a few people up
We
there.
do.
Hey, thanks for watching us if you're doing so on Twitch and YouTube. We appreciate you. If you haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe, follow. We'd really appreciate it. You can catch us every Tuesday at about 8 p.m. Sometimes we're at different times, but generally Tuesdays, 8 p.m.
Also, special thanks to everybody that entered the contest for our 900 followers.
Yep.
Kevin
Casillas?
Casillas.
Shout out to Kevin.
Shout out, homie. We're going to reach out to you, get you your hat and gift card, and even go out for some
maybe,
funky drinks.
Maybe just have some drinks, maybe some tacos.
Tacos,
It's about time to catch up anyway. Kevin was on one of our episodes last summer. It's almost been a year now.
Yeah, damn.
And loved having him on,
Yeah.
and we need to catch up soon. So
Jolly good. And I can't wait for his podcast to start.
So we're going to, I think we might, Kevin, you're listening. I know you're going to listen to this. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to light a fire into your ass, okay? So
Literally.
that's what's going to happen.
Under your nuts.
Got to get your podcast
under
on,
your
man.
balls.
And happy belated birthday to Kevin.
Yeah,
and
bud.
then also happy birthday to our man Jay, who always sends us some great beers.
Hey, Jay, happy birthday, man, over in North Carolina. How are things going over there? Hope you're doing great.
Happy birthday tomorrow. And then
Thanks for everything, man.
Tab's birthday is on Thursday, so when this hits the podcast, wish Tab a happy birthday.
Hey, birthday, homie. I've known her since I was like 5.
Yeah, long time.
4 years old. 4 years old.
So Mortal Kombat just came out, right?
Yes.
Haven't seen it yet.
Released in HBO Go or HBO Max. HBO Go is no longer a thing in theaters. And Javier and I both have. Javier's got mixed feelings. I've got mixed feelings.
I do, man.
We're very at odds right now about this because you feel like it could have been more and it could have been better.
It should have been more and it should have been better.
And I feel like this was just setting it up for a good story. I think Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be amazing.
I hope so, because this is going to be a spoiler alert.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Chad hasn't seen it yet, so
Fuck Chad.
no spoilers.
Whoa.
I mean, I love you, buddy.
No spoilers.
But okay, I'll try to make it as less spoilery as possible.
Spoilery?
So, spoilery. So it's been a couple years since the original Mortal Kombat came out. What, 25 years?
Something like that.
And I just think that it could have been done better. You expect so much from a video game. And I know I was like a kid. I think I was like 9 years old when the movie came out. It had an amazing soundtrack.
Yeah.
The cast was awesome. It had a Christopher Lambert from Highlander, had that guy, I forgot his name, who played Shang Tsung,
Yeah, that one dude.
One dude.
And that one dude who played Liu Kang. And yeah.
I don't know that guy. I knew the guy who played Shang Tsung. But I mean, I just, I expected more fights, and
all right,
I can care less about the dialogue.
Let me ask you, would you have been happier if it was basically like a reinterpretation of the original?
No, I mean,
No?
I want a tournament.
I get that.
Fight.
Well, no, also another thing, they forced every
Get over here.
they forced, spoiler alert, they forced every line from the video game onto the new movie. They forced flawless victory, and they forced fatality, and they forced it.
Yeah, but that's what people expect.
Yeah,
too.
I expected that.
You would have said the same thing if they didn't include that. Oh, they didn't include any of the good lines. from
No,
the
I mean,
game.
they added flawless victory in the original. They added get over here, and on the original. Man, fuck, I don't know, man. It was whatever. It
All
was
right. Okay. Did you enjoy it for just being a movie?
Okay, I'll tell you the thing I hated the most about the movie. Why bring in a new character?
Who is the new character?
I'll give you that.
Why bring in an MMA fighter
I don't know.
as the hero of
I don't know.
the movie?
He's the main character.
I hate it.
Yeah, the main character of the movie was just a new character.
A new
they brought in,
character,
yeah.
and I.
Okay,
Is he like a real MMA fighter, or is it like a make believe MMA fighter?
I mean, I don't know what he does.
I don't know what he does either in the real life.
He's
but
probably a good fighter. I don't know, but
okay, I'll give you that. I didn't like that aspect of it. I was really confused at first. I was like, who's this guy? What is this guy's name? Who's he related to, and all that stuff. But
no, I can't say.
I like how they tied things in together. But I agree with you on that. I will say that, as of any movie franchise or whatever, because that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a franchise.
4 movies, I think they said.
Yeah.
If it succeeded, which it will, it's going to get a sequel, and it's going to I think it'll go on until it gets into theaters.
I have higher hopes for the sequel.
Me too, absolutely, especially after the end.
Kind of like a Terminator and Terminator 2.
Yeah,
Terminator 2 is by far the superior movie over Terminator, the first one.
Well, there was really no sequel after that. I mean, there was no true sequel.
So
Hey, so I found this. Couldn't find a whole lot other, but Jim Dent's 12 Mighty Orphans, true story of the mighty mites who ruled Texas football, comes to the big screen. Luke Wilson will star in this amazing tale that took place at the Masonic Home and School of Texas. That's what you're talking about, right?
right, yeah,
Better known to us as ACH's Wichita campus.
yeah, okay, that makes
So
sense.
yeah,
Yeah, uh-huh.
so it is the ACH now.
yeah,
So
that building over
you made
there
me
is
feel like a fool.
no. I knew
I knew I'd seen that before.
Yeah, I didn't know it was ACH, but I knew it was a Masonic
What I know is you're fucking
lodge.
asshole.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what you should be. Hey, what do y'all think about this wine?
I actually like the red better than the
this-
white.
I just said that. I just wrote that right now. Red is delicious.
Yeah.
Red is way better.
It's also got, I don't know if you've ever watched Tim and Eric.
Dr. Steve Brule,
Dr. Steve Brule, who's played by, who's this?
John C. Riley.
John C.
John
Riley.
C. I was going to say Philip Seymour Hoffman.
He's dead.
R.I.P.
John C. Riley plays this Dr. Steve Brule, like news character on Tim and Eric. And it's
Check it out.
hilarious. Check it out. And he does this sweet berry wine. And he's like, it's dripping from his face. He's like, it tastes like sweet berries. Yeah, it's real funny. But that's kind of how they got the name of this one. But really delicious. Really good stuff.
You know, so this episode,
saw him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Was
we
it
did.
last-
Yeah,
oh,
it
yeah,
was,
the-
it was
It was
awesome.
2019. It was right before. No, it was 2020. It was right before COVID. Tim and Eric was in Dallas, and John C. Riley made an appearance And it was
During the pandemic, right? No, it was
no, it
before.
was right before. It was like February.
God,
maybe.
yeah.
It was like right.
but he was
right
a
before.
surprise, like nobody knew,
Yeah,
and
no
all
one
of a
knew.
sudden,
And they're
Dr.
like,
Steve.
don't put him on social media because we're trying to surprise X amount of cities that they were touring, and it was really cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So this episode that we're doing, I mean, we've had a whole bunch of random comments and topics and stuff.
Yeah.
But
This one?
Yes.
Oh,
this
okay.
one. So I brought up something though that I want to kind of, we'll wrap everything up with this last kind
Butt
of
plugs.
segment. Yes. Butt plugs for everyone.
This episode's brought to you by Tim's
Plugs.
Butt Plugs
Tim's Butt Plugs, now available in Alaska.
and Target, actually. Okay.
Hawaii, it's going to be a few months.
No, you know what? How long we're going? 57 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're going to get into our content.
yeah.
Oh my God, you're right. We do have content.
But not, I mean,
It's not a whole
gonna
lot,
take
yeah.
long
Hold
time.
on, I wanted to get to like in and of itself with how I told you to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
wanna get into that.
We'll go back to that.
So Javier mentioned this show to me. He's like, "Hey man, you'd really like this." It was called Derek. Was it Delgadio's?
Delgadio's in and of itself.
In and of itself. It's on what was it? Hulu.
Yeah.
And he was. What did you explain it? It's like it's this this stage.
It's a stage show with magic, but it's not a magic show, but it kind of is.
Yeah, he texted me this shit, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, you would really like it." I was like, first off, I don't like musicals and things on stage generally. I was like, I don't know about this, but dude, that show is intense.
Very good.
Have you seen it
Very
yet?
Good.
No.
He gets all close to
He's
the
like,
mic.
he's like, but I saw Mortal Kombat.
So I don't even know who Derek Delgadio is. I've never seen him before, heard of him before. But dude, that show, it's more of like it's a show, but it's like an hour and a half. It's kind of like a movie, but it like really gets you in your feels. So the dude does like 500.
He did over 500 shows.
Over 500 shows, but he did the exact same thing in every show. And I don't want to give it away if you want to go check it out, because you absolutely should.
I'll check it out.
But like he has the people that goes to his shows. There's like this huge wall, and it just says "I am," and then there's something below it. So like, I am a comedian. I am an asshole. I am
an idiot. I am
idiot.
an architect. I am the party pleaser. I am like it's like a different description of people's.
There's like a wall of like 1,000 of these, right? And so you're supposed to go and pick what you are before you go into the show. And that's kind of your ticket. And you give them the bottom part of it, and you keep the I am, I guess, is kind of like your ticket stub. And so it comes up throughout the show, and he's like, okay, who was the idiot? And they're like, someone raised their hand, and it's like like if you were actually sitting at that show, it's very involved. Like it's like,
I don't know if I like that.
I don't know if I would either, but that's the whole point. You come to realize that that's kind of the point, right?
So getting out of your comfort zone.
Very much getting out of your comfort zone, very much making you think. Some of it was magic, but like it was also like real life, raw. I don't know how else to explain it. Like it was just, he had some like things that would hit you like, man, I got to live my life better. You know what I mean?
You ever
like,
go to 4-day weekend? You ever do that?
Yeah, I've done that
So my
before.
biggest fear is them calling me in from the audience and having to go up front. So that whole scenario, as outgoing as I can be.
You're the opposite of that.
Yes, I'm very much like I don't want to be the center of attention when it comes to that, unless I'm really fucking drunk.
Christy said that she thought it was meh. Whatever, Christy. Like I
Your opinion sucks.
I am proud, but I teared up. I don't know why. Yeah. Like it just like hit me in the feels for some reason.
It near the end it kind of does. It gets you like
like he like gets everyone to stand up and he like calls on like you are this.
Not even that. He'll tell them. Like you're the life of the party.
Well, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it. Okay, I'll watch it.
There's people that are obviously in the stands that are like Bill Gates was in there.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're the leader. And like, if he's right, then they sit down. And it was just very like awe-inspiring.
Tim Gunn was on there too.
Yeah.
Anderson Cooper. Oh, no, not Anderson Cooper.
I know which guy.
David Blaine was there. Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of
crazy. But I mean, some of it's magic, but it's also like at one point he has these like letters. And I don't know how he did this.
That was my part where I thought it was like, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away, but the letter part.
Yeah, okay.
Because he has people out of the audience read a letter, and it's just like it again hits you in the feels. Really worth watching it, even if you've got no soul like Christy. Really, really good to watch. But if you're expecting like a funny, I mean, it's got some funny parts. It's kind of cussing here and there. It's good, but it like is more of like a raw, just kind of get you thinking type show.
Speaking of Christy, Hervey.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Hervey.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Herb. We love you, man.
Bro.
It's one of our oldest friends.
Bro.
Yeah.
We appreciate the friendship that we have and the story of meeting you.
I got some root beer schnapps waiting for you.
Yeah, his is actually today.
Yeah,
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So happy birthday.
So
Irv.
that whole in and of itself kind of plays into like taking a look at yourself, rethinking things, and that's kind of where whenever I brought this up, we were trying to spitball like ideas for the show, and I was like, what about self goals that you have established, or for me. It's hard for me to establish like big lofty goals because I feel like they're unattainable, but small
digestible goals
are I think a great way to get things done. So I don't know, did you do what I said to do?
I looked up like the list.
Okay, did you pick out some?
Oh, we were supposed to do that ahead of time?
Yeah, I wanted y'all to pick out some because there's a ton of them on there.
Like that we want to do. We want to implement.
Yeah, because I mean there really is there's a lot of goals on there. I mean, it's a ton of goals. So if y'all didn't pick out any, that's fine.
One of them I can tell you that I really want to do is go to sleep at a certain hour and wake up a certain hour. That's one of the big ones that
I think that's a good thing. Your iPhone's got bedtime.
Yeah, it does.
I actually do that.
I turn mine off though every time it comes on.
I have bedtime set up during the week, during my work week, and I typically go to bed at the same time and go and wake up at the same time every morning during my work week.
Why don't you go through the list of 17 real quick? Just knock them out, and then we'll say.
Well, that 17, that was not mine.
Oh, I thought.
The short term.
No,
yours was the short term goals.
Short term goals.
Okay,
17 were not mine. Yeah,
I was looking at the other one.
So mine actually is quite a bit because it breaks it down to different categories. But I'll go over. I've got 5 that I picked out.
Jeez,
I've got 5 goals.
Okay, I thought we were doing 3. You're going to go all 5?
I'm not going to do all 5, but
I've got to hold you accountable to this.
I've got 5 that I would like to do in a year. Like I'm giving myself a full year, right? So are y'all familiar with Coursera?
Yeah. That's actually how I take my UNT classes.
So
Coursera.
Okay. I want to finish one Coursera course within a month.
Okay.
Which I think is an obtainable goal. They've got all sorts of really cool stuff on there.
For sure. Really easy to use platform too.
Yes. Number 2 was read for 10 hours each month.
Can you implement like audiobook in that?
I mean, yeah, I think so. If it's better for you,
I listened to like 3 audiobooks this month.
I don't listen to a whole lot of audiobooks, but I enjoy like the feel of paper and actually reading and getting wrapped up into a book, and I haven't done that in a long time. Cut off caffeine at noon every workday for 1 month.
Wow.
So I've already kind of started that. I honestly
hopefully almost all of your caffeine.
Well, no. So I still consume a little bit of caffeine, but like I've for the most part, I drink water. This is actually my first drink of something other than I had unsweet tea yesterday at dinner, but outside of that, like I haven't had anything crazy. And then I said I had 5. I had 4. Do a Sunday morning hike every week for a month.
I like that.
So those are just like four things that I was thinking about. And if you look at this, and I'm going to post this link in the description. I think everybody should go on there and take a look at it because it breaks it into so many different categories with relationship, work, just personal health and things like that. And they're just small little goals that should be able to, like anybody could obtain kind of deal.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest thing is like for me, like New Year's resolutions are stupid because I'm not going to hold myself to a full year-long resolution if it's something, outrageous, right? But picking these little small goals that actually mean something to you.
Yeah.
It means something to you. It's easy to obtain and something that you can knock off. And then you feel a sense of accomplishment. I think that's a big key is that you pick these goals that are too lofty and then you fail and then you just look at yourself as a failure. So instead of setting yourself up for failure, set yourself up for an actual win. Manifesting your own luck. You're manifesting your own things. Yeah. So that was mine.
I found a couple on here that I could do, and honestly, you need to send those in our little group text too, because I want us. I think if we're going to actually say that we're going to do these, then the three of us need to hold each other accountable.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that there's a few on here that are probably really good. One of those was try one new home cooked meal per week until the end of the year.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a big goal.
That's a big one. That's a really huge one.
Yeah.
That's a big goal, but
I think if anybody can do it, it's Tim.
Well, I'm not going to do that. But for someone like that's Chad.
I just said that.
Oh,
you don't think I can do it?
No, for someone like Chad, I think Chad would totally do that. He really likes to cook and do different things like that. So yeah, I think that'd be a great goal for you.
Well, and we just started doing the not HelloFresh, what's the other, Blue Apron?
Yeah.
Which is kind of, I don't know. We did HelloFresh a long time ago. And then we just kind of we were traveling too much. We ran out of time. I would forget about it and would show up on our doorstep and we literally just left the country.
Yeah, and you're like,
what
Mom, come get this.
That's exactly what I did. She had to pick it up and put it in her fridge, this big ass box in her fridge. But now, we've got more time, I think, to do that. And then also, I feel like it also helps you, one, especially if you're picking healthy options, it helps you get back into that mindset of cooking healthy and then portion control. And then it also gets you thinking about how to cook different things. Last night we made this chicken with this olive and date sauce. I would have never put olives and dates together
but it was great,
red wine vinegar. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. And so I definitely can do that because I think that's something that we've already talked about doing. Go to the gym Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Man, we've done a lot of walking, and I used to be, on it when it was going, hitting the trail 2 or 3 times a week on my bike. But as soon as we moved into the house, I haven't really done that like I need to. And so whether it be biking or we're also going to join, there's the YMCA in Benbrook right down the road from us that we're going to go join too. So I can start that one. And then I guess my third one, and probably honestly the most difficult one, and I hate to say that because the other two, whatever. Probably the most difficult one is commit to being a better listener for 1 week.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if it's
that under your relationship or work or which section is that under?
Oh, I have no earthly idea. I didn't realize there were sections.
Yeah, they've got it.
It was.
I'm curious because that kind of falls into both work and relationship, really.
Oh shoot, I think it was. Oh no, it was relationship.
Relationship, yeah. Okay.
But I think that, and I think I can do this with my friends, my family, relationship, work. Over the past year working from home, I have been so disconnected.
Yeah.
And I feel more ADD than I've ever been. And so actually listening to somebody and listening to the entire conversation without me ready to say something in response or whatever, or not even that, just listening period. Cause sometimes I just tune out and I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do tomorrow or what I've got going on later this week. That's something I could definitely.
Well, that's an ADD. On. That's actually an ADD thing is, a lot of times whenever we're conversing, and if you've been diagnosed with ADHD or ADD, is that the way that you show that you're participating is by saying things,
right?
And it comes off on people who are not who are neurotypical versus atypical as not genuine, and you're not listening. When in fact you're just wanting to show you want to show that I am listening to you. I want to interact with this, and you jump in the middle of whatever they're saying to say stuff. And I do that all the time.
Yeah.
It's something I am well aware of. and I get called out on it all the time. But it's just like I don't know how else to show that I'm actually listening to you.
I'm not so bad about like trying to cut people off or like just kind of inserting myself into the conversation. It's more so like just tuned out, like saying like and then like they could be talking for 5 to 10 minutes and I couldn't tell you a single thing that they just said.
If I'm reading something, like forget it.
Yeah,
I have no idea what you're saying to me because I just tune everything out at that point. If I'm talking to somebody, I have to tune out the background noise.
Right.
Because the background noise will distract me and I'll start hearing other things and picking up on other conversations.
For sure. What about you, Javier? Is this giving you time to look up a few?
Yeah. I saw the go to the gym one like you were talking about, like Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Just go into your garage, man.
Yeah. I got a whole ass gym over there.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't just do it every day.
You were for a while.
I was. Yeah. And then, I don't want to put blame on like the antidepressants or anything. Like it kind of just.
Well, I mean, just life gets in the way, and you. And then,
not even then. Like
then you break
even
the
before,
habit.
Because I had all the time in the world last year, and I kind of stopped like near the second half after I got put on it. But I mean, I want to do that. That's one of them.
You're also very much a all or nothing person.
True.
You're either going to do it full, like I'm working out every single day of the week.
Working out every single day,
or
Which was what I was doing.
I missed yesterday, so what's the point of going today?
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
And like, again, to your point, Tim, like these can be digestible, like just small goals. What is that, 3 days a week? That's not bad.
No, not at all.
That's easy
It's
as
easy.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one is going to be the drink one alcohol per like 2 week session. One drink per 2 weeks. It's going to be kind of hard though. But this has got to be realistic though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. These are things that we're going to hold you accountable to.
God
so that
damn it.
means on Tuesdays, you're not going to drink with us because you're probably going to have a drink sometime on the weekend, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Not to say that that's not a bad goal. It just seems unrealistic for us.
Drink only water every Wednesday for 1 month.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So every Wednesday you only drink water,
Yeah,
period.
because I drink a lot of coffee, like iced coffee, and here recently I've been making like Charlie Sheens, at 7-Eleven.
You make them?
I do, yeah. I get the Mexican Coke from the cooler,
Yeah.
and then they have this thing at 7-Eleven where it grinds the beans and makes the iced coffee.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know that. Does it taste good?
It's
I'm sure
fucking
it's
delicious.
really fresh.
I haven't gone to Starbucks in like 4 months because
Wow.
of it. But I'll do that, fill it like 3/4 of the way, and then I'll dump the Mexican Coke in there.
Right.
And it's fucking delicious.
It is that the Charlie Sheen. That's a delicious drink.
And
So no doing that on Wednesdays.
no
drink
doing that
nothing
on
but
Wednesday,
water.
just nothing but water, which I want to do more. I have a hard time drinking water. I just drink like Topo Chico. Like
That's
I don't-
water.
But that's water. It's
But
fine.
it's not the same thing though, because
it is. You can literally drink Topo Chico all day and you drink water all day. It's water. It's water with bubbles.
I
There's
will.
no difference.
I'll tell you. After I'm drinking like anywhere from like at this point like 108 ounces of water every day now.
Bro, go you.
Yeah, and I know
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. But I feel less bloated.
yeah,
Good.
well, yeah, it's good. It's really good. My last one: make a date with yourself and a bottle of wine to honestly look at any credit card debt that's been lingering for more than 6 months.
Yeah,
That's a random ass one.
dude.
but
I didn't
like
want. I didn't want to look at that one because I've got one credit card that I need to pay off, and I'm like, the other ones are okay. I've got them paid, but I was just like, I don't want to tackle
Pay it off.
I need to.
I am gonna drink nothing but water, just water. That's it on Wednesdays. Water.
All right, so now
It'll be Water Wednesdays.
Water
y'all need to
Wednesdays.
send your top 3 in the group text
Yeah,
so
I'll
we
do
can
that.
hold each other accountable to it.
So I think you posted the 17 positive changes that you can do. I think that was your link.
Yeah.
'Cause I did not post it.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if we don't need to go through it. Well, you know what? I take that back. I'm going to run through it real quick because we don't have a whole lot of time. We're already over an hour. But
Yeah, it's a typical time is where
yeah,
we're
so
at right now.
if there's some things that you all want to do out there that to just kind of make a positive change, it's not like a New Year's resolution or anything like that. But as we continue on, one of those things would be get up and go to bed at the same time every day as much as you can. I know that one's difficult. Luckily, the iPhone now will set that for you.
Bedtime, yeah.
Like I say, like 10 to 7, which is like a lot of times I don't go to bed at 10. But if I did, it'd be 9 hours of sleep. That's a lot of
Dude,
sleep.
I'm
That's
in.
a
I'm
hell of a
so
lot, more than your recommended amount.
mine is 10 to it's 10 o'clock till like 5:30.
Yeah, and then it'll stop. Like mine stops at 6:30.
And I'm in bed. I'm in bed at 10 o'clock usually every night, and but I'm not asleep. I'm just in bed,
Right.
kind of winding down.
So what are ways for you to like kind of wind down?
Well, let's let him go through this. We can get
Oh,
back to that.
oops, sorry, Chad.
Let him go through.
No, you're
this.
good. Watch some comedy every day. I like that one a lot. Tab's real big on like watching something funny before we go to bed because we used to watch like dramas and things like that, and then it's hard to go to bed or you're thinking about something else. Comedies are just so like, carefree.
We watch Friends almost every night.
We would watch like Bob's Burgers or something just silly. You go to bed and it's easy to go to sleep after that. Have a healthy breakfast to set yourself up well for the day.
Yeah, I should do that.
I never eat breakfast, honestly. Consider playing the songs you love as you're getting ready in the morning. I love that. And again, I know that we've already hit on it, but like I listen to so much more upbeat music, like whether it be rap, pop, whatever it may be. If it's upbeat, that's probably what's on my playlist.
See, I don't do that because Jesse and I get up at different times, and I don't want to disturb her. So
I listen to "Return to Innocence" by Enya when I wake up.
That's a wonderful one.
You never watched what's that movie?
You ever take a bath while playing that?
I do whenever I'm relaxing. What was that movie though with Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Chevy Chase?
I don't remember.
Man of the House. Man of the House.
There you go.
The next one is unfollow people on Facebook. I don't necessarily agree with that one. I mean, if you've got some people that are absolutely like negative, they're like cancers on your Facebook, then yeah, okay. But
I've
I don't believe in the
some
cancel
people.
culture.
I'm
really.
not canceling them. I unfollowed them, so it's not just popping up constantly in my timeline.
Right. Do something you've always wanted to do but haven't had the time for. Love that. I think I'm a huge advocate for going outside of your comfort zone, doing something different, trying something new. I mean, I love that.
Dude, you could set that up like every like once a month, once every 3 months. If you were really ambitious, do something new every week. But you could really tailor that to like what's best for you, as long as you're doing it at least once or twice a year.
I remember it was 10 years ago now, actually, that it was right before I started working for the company I work for now. So it's been right at 10 years. I did this 40 days and I continued going on to it was actually past 40 days. Every single day I did something I had never done before, like,
yeah, I remember that.
Eat caviar, learn to play the violin, I know this because I put a reminder on my phone. I put a time capsule in my mom's backyard and I just left it back there.
Seriously?
I've never done a time capsule before, and I left a time capsule in my mom's backyard, and I had a calendar invite for myself yesterday, and it said, dig up the time capsule. It's been 10 years. I'm like, seriously? Holy shit. Yeah, crazy.
When are you did you dig it up?
No, I mean, I don't know if 10 years is enough. Is 10 years enough?
Fuck,
I don't know. I don't know. I know exactly where it is in her backyard, but no, yeah, I definitely believe in like doing different things and trying new things.
God,
it definitely, it kind of like,
it's hard not to open though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. While you're lying in bed at night, think of 5 things that went well that day. That's something I should do. I mean, I lay in bed thinking about shit that, I need to do the next day, or things that are on my mind, but things that went well that day will probably help you go to sleep.
Do you ever think about like things that you said that were just like embarrass the fuck out of you?
That's in 7th grade? Yes. All the time.
You're like,
what?
You're like laid in bed and you're like, yeah, that one time in 7th grade in second period, I, farted or something, it was just something stupid that like no one fucking remembers. No one fucking remembers, but you remember.
Like Cassie,
whatever.
Cassie was flirting with me like in high school biology. Like, what the fuck?
Or you had an interaction with somebody that was like, they said, enjoy your food, and you say, you too. And then you go home just like,
why the fuck did I
can't
say
believe I said that.
Or whenever you call your teacher mom,
that kind of thing. Do you ever
I love you.
Do you lay in bed thinking about those things? Like, those pop in your head?
I absolutely do not. But I think that, we, in a few episodes, we're going to have questions. And now I want to add, what's your most embarrassing moment to that? Because I feel like I could get some good shit from y'all. All right. We're on number 8. We have 15. So talk back to your negative thoughts. If your friend told you she had an unproductive day, would you respond negatively or positively? Consider it the same for yourself. Being harsh on yourself won't help you achieve more. In fact, it can only make you feel crappy. So talking positivity back to yourself to kind of make it happen. Keep a notebook and jot down all the things that make you feel alive. At least once a week, wear an outfit that makes you feel great. Cool. Send a text once
G-string.
a week.
That makes you feel good.
I mean, you wear that more than once a week, though.
I do. Yeah, you're right. You've seen it. You've seen
it.
Yeah.
Send a text once a week to someone you know. I mean, I feel
we do that daily.
I feel like that's a no-brainer. I mean, yeah.
But if you struggle with that, maybe make that your goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you don't cut it back at like texting. Like if you have some people at work, like honestly, for me, I've been at working from home and so disconnected from the office that there are people that I should be, hey, you want to go grab a drink or do you want to go grab coffee or lunch or something, because I haven't seen them honestly in over a year. And so that's a good one. If you want to work out but can't find the motivation, just at least go for a walk. Overall, drop the word should. Don't say I should have done this. I should do that. I need to do this. Just do it. What's it? Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
If you're a procrastinator, introduce the yucky task, nice task process. Never heard of that.
Oh,
But
yeah, I've heard of that.
You have?
Yeah. It's something similar to that. It's very ADD, ADHD inspired.
Yeah.
Because you pick something that you can easily accomplish to set yourself up, or you vice versa. You pick something like, okay, it's gonna be hard to do. I've got to do it. But then you do a task after that that's just like super easy and you breeze through it.
So you kind of like go back and forth?
Yeah. So it makes it instead of just like looking at like your house and like,
So
I've
it's
got to
not
do
like 5 really difficult tasks and you feel like you can't ever get them complete.
Right.
You kind of stagger them between good or like hard, not hard, hard, not hard.
Because then you complete that hard one, you're like, okay, fuck, that was really hard. You get that good one and you're just like, dude, that was super easy. I'm ready to go bounce onto the next one.
That sounds really sexual.
All right, 3 more. Another positive change you can do is clear your this one's for you, Javier. Another positive change you can do is clear your inbox of all the newsletters you've signed up for.
That's hard to do.
How many emails do you have on your phone right now?
Hold on. Let's check right now.
Because I can tell you I have zero emails because I'm not a psychopath.
I have 82,689.
Jesus Christ.
And on my Gmail, I have...
That's a problem. I mean,
it just says 99 plus.
I will say right now, if you are a person that has more than 1,000 emails currently in your inbox, you are a psychopath.
I don't know if
my Gmail 22,729.
I'm surrounded by morons.
I don't know
What
if I
is
had this
wrong with you?
My
people?
work email 305.
Y'all need to get to work. This is ridiculous.
Look, I you know what? Fuck you. I don't care. Like, I think we had this
ridiculous.
I think I had this conversation with like Anthony and Natasha and DJ and Steph and Abby that somebody said that meme. Somebody sent that meme that said that if you have this many emails, then you're a psychopath.
I sent it to my work team, and my boss is like, I know you meant me. And I was like, no. I meant anyone that has over 1,000 emails. She's like, I know you meant me.
But I'm kind of like, I get so many. It's hard to delete like junk, It's really hard to delete all that.
It isn't when you start off deleting it.
DJ has 29,332.
Okay. You also have a problem.
Let's see on the chat. Like, let's see like what your emails are.
I got a really simple suggestion for all of you. Go to Gmail, click select all and say read. And then you have a clean slate. You can just start over.
But what if I haven't read it and I need to go back and read it?
You obviously are not going to ever go back and read it.
You don't know that. I can Google search and
even if you've read it.
I think that's what hoarders say.
Even if you read it, you can search
email
for
hoarders.
It. You're never going to go back and read any of these. You're going to go and search for it in the search field, which is what you can still do
I
after
do that. I do
that.
Yeah.
And so like just add them all as read. Now I will say, even as a person that like always reads mine, sometimes I get in a bad rhythm of just like deleting emails instead of like unsubscribing. And sometimes it's just really good to like, I'm going to take 10 minutes out of my entire day to unsubscribe to these 10 things that I'm not really sure how I got signed up for, just so you don't have 50,000 emails each day. You only have like the real ones, right?
I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah. Okay. Sure you do. 2 more. Add 1 more piece of fruit into your day. It's a good one. Easy one. And then lastly, finally, if you're a news junkie, set a timer and
hold on, wait. It sounded like you said new junkie.
If you're new to being a junkie
or nude junkie,
if you're a nude junkie,
sorry, cancer tongue. If you're a news junkie, set a timer and allow yourself to read the news for an allotted period of time only. I love that one.
Yes,
because
100%.
you can go down the rabbit hole just like you do with TikTok and like most people do with social media. Just set like a set amount of time. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to learn this much about what's going on.
I'll be honest with you. My parents, that should be number 1 for them.
Yeah.
Because they have like Fox News or something like that just going a lot of times as background noise, and realistically, get what you need. Look at read your paper or whatever. Get on your things for like an hour, and then call it good.
I mean, I have MSNBC running in the background, but I don't really. I'll listen every now and then. But
see, I read, and I actually kind of follow that already. Like I have an app called Newsbreak, and I'll check it in the morning and just kind of see the stories, and then I'm good.
Smart. Jesse asks, how can I mark them all as read? You know what, Jesse? I'm going to find a YouTube video that is like a step-by-step how to mark all of your emails out of Gmail as read. And we're going to post that on the show notes so that everyone that are psychopaths out there can go out there and just clean out.
All my fellow psychopaths say yeah.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Well, you didn't have to. You literally have the soundboard.
I'm too lazy to go reach my hand over and do it.
That's the saddest thing.
It's the wine, bro.
That's the saddest thing.
The wine really got me going.
All right. Well, is that it?
That's it.
No. I want to talk about like the movie I saw.
Okay.
Well, the only other thing I had for goals was Elon Musk in 2026. He's planning on sending people to Mars. 2024, he'll have people on the moon.
Really?
Yep. Lofty goal, but that's what he's planning.
He's going to be on SNL this weekend.
Yeah. He also
I'm
said.
excited about that.
Yeah, me too. Doge is going to skyrocket.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
He also
He's going to
said
say something stupid, and then it's just going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He said that lots of people will die.
What?
Yes, in the mission. The mission is not for rich people; it's for people who want to be like who are adventurers and want to.
Wow.
Yeah, he said more likely people will die going to Mars, but plan on 2026 Mars, which is before NASA planned on putting somebody on Mars.
How pretty that looks.
Yeah, it's because it's got all the
All the-
like trube.
Yeah,
Like
true.
that.
That's the word you were looking for.
Yeah, the dead yeast and stuff that's kind of settled at the bottom.
Can I drink it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
NASA also
It's probably actually good for your gut.
NASA's planning on putting on people on the moon in 2026.
Good.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is having them on the moon by 2024, which
Of
is
course, he's got to beat NASA.
private space travel.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. But that was a goal that he set, and you know what? If he can set that kind of goal,
he's going to hit it. Like
Yeah.
that dude. Yeah, crazy.
yeah. But that's it. You got a movie that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah,
Saw?
I saw a short film that the Oscars, this won the best Oscar for an animated short. It's called If Anything Happens, I Love You. And if you have children, maybe give it a watch. I only say it because it's 12 minutes long. It's about a husband and wife that are going through the loss of a child from a school shooting. It's short, but it's
Sad.
It's sad.
Sounds sad, yeah.
But it's like pretty powerful. Like
that reminds me of something I was forced to watch whenever I was younger before I got of age of driving. It was called Please God, I'm Only 17.
okay.
Yeah. And it was a short film about, I think, like a 17-year-old that like died in a car crash.
I thought you were going to say 2 Girls, 1 Cup. I seriously thought you were going to say 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Can they find this video?
It's on
here
Netflix.
On YouTube. Netflix.
No, it's on
okay.
Netflix, but it's an animated short. So I mean, it's sad, but go in knowing it's sad. But it's
the last thing you
it's
recommended.
beautiful.
I teared up, so I guarantee.
I cried at work
Yeah.
during this shit. So you're gonna fucking
instead of work. I
Yeah.
thought you were working at work.
I had it's 12 minutes long, but I want everybody to watch that. I mean,
Yeah.
it won an Oscar. An Oscar?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, whatever. One of those.
Was it Golden Globes that came out recently? No, I guess it was Oscars.
Oscars.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Well, we really appreciate you all for watching. We got a lot of people tuned in, chatting with us. We absolutely appreciate it. If you don't already do so, you can like us on YouTube and Twitch, follow, subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. It would do us a lot of help. The more subscribers and followers we get on those platforms, the more we can do in the future. And so please, please, please go out there and subscribe and follow. Also, if you don't already do so, you can follow us on Twitter. I already said that. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
We're on Twitter?
Yeah, at the Funky Panther. Also, we've got hats for sale, and we still have a handful for sale. $20. Hit us up. We can get it over to you. We appreciate everyone that's already bought them. Anything else, guys?
Remember to get your pets spayed and neutered.
Help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed and neutered. I'm Bob Barker.
All right, everybody. Stay good. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Bob Barker.
We are, unfortunately, the Funky Panther! The wine really got me going today, boys.
God help us all.